Takže ideme na to. Číslo sa. Bola chyba v číslovaní. Takže nie 560, ale dneska 583. Takže ideme na to. 583. relaxačný tréningový deň. 24.6.2025. Dneska je útorok, takže sú výpočrutí. 15, 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 12, 12, 11, 11. Predné, zadné, zadné, predné, predné, zadné, zadné, predné a predné, zadné. Ideme na dnes prvú sériu z výpočrutov. Prvých 15, 15. Pustíme si ako podmas tohto pičelízača.
This Thursday, Throne and Liberty gets its next big update with 12-man raids and new legendary gear.
Začíname 19.36.
We did get a developer video which covers some interesting points with the new raid and its rewards. I have summarized those right here. However, we also have the Korean patch notes which gives us a ton of extra details, including the exact stats the certain weapons are going to have, the armor too, along with the visuals, which is super cool. We also have info on the new arch bosses that will be happening, a new variant of Belandir and Tevent with a different time frame, and new arch boss weapons. You will be able to craft them with the first tier arch boss weapons. There is then also the longbow improvements with some other balance changes, like spear nerfs and dagger nerfs. And there's also some boonstone buffs. There will even be tradable chaos rune chests that you can get from trials. You'll be able to sell them and I guess make a bunch of loosen for people who don't want to farm them. But let's go into all the details you need to know about this upcoming 12-man raid and the new changes that come with it. So starting out with the obvious, yes, you will need 12 players. However, it will very nicely have checkpoints after the different bosses. There are 3 bosses, this being the first here. Then you have the set of fire and ice, with Fire as that end boss. You will be able to random queue for the normal mode. There are 3 difficulty tiers, with Nightmare coming in August, the 3rd difficulty. Each boss will give some rewards, like this first one here, giving these ingredients. These are upgrade materials you will need. Going on hard difficulty will probably just give a little bit of extra materials. But then you go to the second boss, you can see the rewards change a little bit, and it's pretty much just the Amatoids here. But the final boss, when you actually beat Calanthea, that's when you will get the legendary stuff. So you have the weapons, you have the armor, you even have a chance at a selection chest. And what's really good is it's guaranteed you will obtain one of the weapons or one of the armor pieces. And even if you get duplicates of these armor pieces, you will be able to convert them to appearance. And when you apply 5 or more appearance items, you will get a special visual effect. Be aware there's a hard limitation. You can only wear 1 unique weapon and 1 unique armor piece. They don't really talk about accessories, but they should be coming in the Nightmare difficulty that again will only release in August. So this is great. Guaranteed rewards. If you beat hard, you get 2 guaranteed rewards. Then we jump to the details with the legendary weapons. It is said at their base level, level 0, they will already match our level 12 tier 2 equipment. You can see all of the stats here of each of the different weapon types. And in the Korean patch notes, they're listed here too. You can slide this to the side and these are the different stats here. Skill is dexterity, fighting spirit is strength, insight is perception. It will have random stats, but you will actually be able to change those stats at a big cost. 200 unlock stones and 800 trait conversion stones with 30 entropy shards. The entropy shards are these here, which I believe they also call them soul shards. Again, you can see them displayed on the bottom left. You need 30 of them. But this opens up a ton of customization. In terms of the armor pieces, they didn't show it, but I assume you can also change the random stats on those to whatever you wish. The cost will probably be less as well. But what's special about the weapons is that you can choose what skill bonus you want on them, We have learned of this on the past, but yes, you will obtain your weapons, tier 2 or tier 1 archboss, and you extract those skill bonuses, those skill cores. Now the great thing is that these are persistent. You will be able to put them, imprint them on your legendary weapon, and once you do so, you will have the option to change it at some point. Of course at a cost, but you don't lose the imprints that you obtained. So you can simply collect imprints, and then when you decide to change your build, you will be able to do so. Now, of course, you'll need to upgrade these. So you'll need new growth stones, and they will not use the current ores. They will need chaos crystals and our magic powder. You will craft those, getting the crystals when you beat up the bosses here. Every week you can do normal and hard, and each of the 3 bosses will give those. We will still have to wait at the exact amounts and how long this will take. And you can see upgrading a weapon starts out only needing, say, 1 of those growth cells.
Ty kokoti,
You don't
6000
know the
combat
maximum
power.
level. It could well be 12 in these as well. It will still have the like intermediate, greater, special, and common
6000.
upgrade chances. Again, each of these equipments will drop with random stats, and you can spend some unlock stones and create conversion stones along with entropy shards to convert that to your desired trait. Like you see here, getting back attacks, attack speed, more attributes. And as you see here, weapons have 2 different stats you'll be able to
No, ideme
change.
na
2 are by
12,
default, as again you can already see in the Korean patch notes here. Slide this over, and these are all the fixed stats, with then again 2 random stats which you can change. Armor, again having fixed stats, but then 3 random stats you'll be able to change. You'll only be using 1 armor piece. You'll be only using 1 weapon. So yes, it seems like a pretty big cost, but it'll be something you will do over time. Finally, they will have normal traits, but then a special 4th trait. You can see that here, this heroic trait allows you to simply gain more attribute points, needing 600 unlock stones though, and another 30 of those like entropy shards. But that was it for the summary of that dev video. If we jump back to the patch notes, we can see a few additional details, but not really much more in terms of that new gear. The raid itself will have the ability to use these special raid attack skills. It will depend on what weapons you're using, and there is a bit of a pity system in the normal difficulty. If all members die, then you will get a star fragments
Tak stačí ti 5000.
resolution effect, where you will increase your attack
Which
power and
5000.
health. This can accumulate to a total
A
of
kyllä
10
5000
stages,
oli
so
kokoti.
you'll probably get to a point where you just can't fail. But the entry point is 5,000 combat power. Going to expert difficulty, you need 6,000 combat power, and here you will have 2 phases. They will be adding a bit of a side story with a new codex.
No ja na poslednú
And again,
sériu
read through those
11,
details as they have them here
Predne,
in
zadne.
the Korean patch notes with regards to all that legendary new gear. You can see the visuals of it, same with the armor, and it looks super sick. I wonder who will be the first to get a full set. It probably cost a lot to convert it to illusions though. There will be a bit of a store, like a pity system, if you say are not dropping what you want. I would be careful with that though, as you will need that currency again for say unlocking and converting different traits and stats on your gear. I don't know why they blur the costs in the Korean post here, but we've just seen all those costs already from the global dev post. Again, having that skill extracting, allowing you to choose which
No, je to za nami. Tento šmís. Som zabudol zasvietiť. Zasvietím na konci. Je to za nami táto tematika. Skončili sme tabak. A bubák so šmenkou máme veľké problémy. Veľká to dole robia tí dva. Bude to za nami. 583. relaxačný trénink uvedené za nami, že správne číslo. Bolo 24.6.2025, skončili sme 19.46. Segment trval 10 minút a 40 sekúnd. Slušný čas.